Welcome everyone, Dylan Gemelli here today with a brand new video for you. So today we're going to talk about RAD 140 side effects, also known as Testolone. Now, just remember, and I'm going to tell you this every time I do a video on any sort of PED or compound, I'm not recommending you to use them. I am only giving you information that I know throughout years of study or reading on forums or whatever the case may be. I'm not a doctor, and like I said, I'm not. The only thing I'm doing is providing information here. So whatever you do with it, that is totally up to you. If you're going to use them, that's up to you. But I'm educating you on things about them. Other than that, that's it. So RAD 140. Now, first of all, RAD 140, when it was designed and when it first kind of came mainstream, everybody thought that it was going to be a TRT replacement because that's what it was designed for. Now, as we learned quite quickly, that is not the case. I don't want anybody out there that's on TRT or whatever. I see a lot of people ask those questions, and that's totally fair. Of course you would ask that question because that's how it was marketed and sold. It is not a replacement for TRT whatsoever. You don't want to do that. You will find yourself in a huge mess if you do that. Just don't. Just please don't. Without, that's an entirely different topic, but just understand it is not a replacement for testosterone replacement therapy. It does not act in the same manner as testosterone in terms of boosting your testosterone levels, keeping them up, etc. That is not what it's going to do. And in fact, the top side effect on it is suppression. Now, of course, it's nowhere near the type of suppression that you're going to find with a steroid. Not even close. But, it will cause suppression. It definitely needs a post-cycle therapy afterwards. A mini PCT is sufficient with it, but understand that it will cause suppression and it will not boost your testosterone levels. So when you're using it, you absolutely must run a mini post-cycle therapy, and you want to do pre, mid, and post-cycle blood work because you want to stay on top of it because, granted, it's hard for everybody out there. See, I know because I've been around this so long what real SARMs do and what they don't do. And then I see people reporting certain side effects and you just know they don't have authentic SARMs. I'm giving you facts on what you get with authentic SARMs. Not the market was so saturated with this, and this for so long that people got the wrong impression. And people don't understand, and it's just completely blown things out of line all the way around. And it's terrible, and that's why probably lawmakers look at it a certain way and everything because of the way they were portrayed and the way that they were misused. I'll make another video on that. So, RAD 140, definitely slightly suppressive. Now, I have seen with real RAD 140, some people, not all people, but some, enough to where I would use supports with it because I've seen cholesterol rise. I've seen a little bit of liver elevation, not a lot. But, your normal ranges or your top ends, like on your ALT and your AST, are like, normally that 41 to 51, depending on which one. I've seen people rise a little bit, maybe 10, 20 points in it. I've seen cholesterol go up a little bit. Nothing drastic or scary or alarming, but I have seen it go up. So that's where you might want to be taking an all-in-one protected DGA Organ ST right here. Would be perfect for that, dganutrition.com. But it's something to consider. I don't care what I'm doing, whether I'm using something or not. And anymore, I barely use anything at all, if anything. But I'm always taking an all-in-one protectant all year round, DGA Organ ST. But I would definitely consider that because it has shown to, maybe cause some slight elevation. Now, for females, I've seen some females not respond so well to RAD 140. In fact, to the point where when asked if they should run it, I generally just tell them no. I've seen some menstrual problems. I've seen acne breakouts, just uncomfortable feelings from women that were enough for me to say, you know what, if it's happening to a few of them, just don't do it. I just don't like it. And I'm super protective of everybody. You guys all know that. And a lot of people accuse me of being too protective. But with the females, I'm even more protective because I don't really like them using anything anyway because I just feel like there's so many things that could go wrong. But just the slightest little things, I just say don't. If you are a female and you are going to use it and you're just like, whatever he says, at least cut your dose down low, like 5 milligrams a day. I don't like it. I don't recommend it, but I would just do it that way. And so that's what I would go with. So those are your basic RAD 140 side effects. It's not like there's any estrogenic side effects or things like that. There's not supposed to be anyway. But that's it. Your slight suppression, your possible rise in cholesterol and liver values, and then females, I would just say just don't do it, but that's your call. So that being said, Dylan at icearms.com for all your questions and comments, or www.icearms.com/forums. I'm also on the Evolutionary Forum and Elite Fitness Forum. Make sure to check the descriptions below. Social media links are down there, where to see all my old videos, so make sure you read all the descriptions to stay in the now. So that being said, stay tuned for plenty more to come. Dylan Gemelli, signing off.